Hello friends, this is Roxanne, and today, I'm going to recap the 1040th episode of the anime called One Piece. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. Within the castle interior, it is reported that a total of 300 soldiers with smiles have switched sides, and that the cause was a little girl above the stage on the live floor. The remaining loyal members of the Beast's pirates spot her and think that if they kill her, then her powers will wear off. As a result, Usopp and Nami start running again. Thankfully, Daifugo comes to their rescue and Speed arrives as well to offer a ride. Gazelleman appears and tells Tama that he found Komichio and she can entrust his safety to them, much to her relief. Nami and Usopp, who finally got on Speed's back, admit her powers are incredible to be able to convert enemies into friends. Zeus pops up in cloud form and asks Nami if he can be her servant again. She initially refuses, but clarifies that she wants him to be her partner. Zeus, who becomes filled with delight, starts taking the charge and attacking some Beast Pirates members, with Usopp saying she picked up something amazing herself. It is also reported that several subordinates of the Gifters are following them as well, making the total of turncoats 2,000 and leaving the Beast's Pirates with 2,000 more casualties. CP0 calculate the standing and see that now the Beast's Pirates have 16,000 troops against the Alliance's 9,000, and that the Gifters' help could result in the Alliance winning. Of course, CP0 are unconcerned with who wins in the end, but what they care about is the death of Who's Who. Joseph asks if they have confirmed his true identity and adds that even if he gets captured, the information he has is too old to be detrimental to the government. Maha says that just leaving him alive would look bad for them, but they ultimately decide to see if he will survive his fight with Jinbe. Back on the 4th floor, Who's Who's subordinates start fleeing when they see him getting serious. He uses Geppu to get above Jinbe, who asks if his grudge against Luffy is because he ate the gum-gum fruit. However, Who's Who clarifies that he hates Shanks since he was the one who stole it from him. He uses another Hagen attack which Jinbe tries to block. He unleashes a wave of them and says that Luffy wears Shanks' straw hat and has the fruit's power, so that is why he hates him too. Jinbe manages to dodge Who's Who's attacks which he commends him for, but then he says that he did not expect a slimy fishman to be so fast on land. A comment that Jinbe expresses annoyance at because according to him discriminating against fishmen this day and age is out of style, which Who's Who mockingly apologizes for. Who's Who uses a new attack called Tekai Kibisin and tells Jinbe he wants to ask him something. However, Jinbe grabs Who's Who's mouth and flips him over with Hiki Shio Iponzioi and follows it with Uchimizu. Who's Who tries to dodge with Soro but still gets hurt a bit. Who's Who finally tells Jinbe what he wanted to ask him. Back when he was imprisoned, he was told to mockingly pray to someone for salvation. According to a story he heard, slaves in ancient times believed in a legendary warrior that would eventually free them, and he was called the sun god Nika, who was said to bring laughter and freedom. But he does not know if he really existed. He resumes attacking Jinbe while saying that while he was carrying out his long and cruel sentence, he clung onto the legend out of desperation to be saved. Jinbe asks what this has to do with him. And Who's Who says that it is because he was the captain of the Sun Pirates, whose crew consisted of former slaves. He also says that fishman history is also a history of slavery, angering Jinbe. Who's Who starts using Shurgon Madara while Jinbe tries to block as the Beast's pirates cheer him on. While assaulting him, Who's Who tells Jinbe that one day, the guard who told him about Nika vanished without a trace, causing him to assume the story was not meant to be shared. He also knew he was in danger too, so he risked his life to escape. He tells Jinbe that he wants to know what he knows about the story. Unfortunately for Who's Who, his fingers end up breaking against Jinbe's Busashoku Haki and Jinbe grabs Who's Who's wrists with Soshark, telling him he has nothing to say to him. Who's Who tries to use Renkyaku to break free but Jinbe withstands it, so Who's Who tries using Hagen, which Jinbe is able to withstand as well, but he does let go of Who's Who. Jinbe readies his ultimate technique as Who's Who asks why he got so mad all of a sudden, but when he tries to back up, he trips, and realizes Jinbe is stepping on his tail. Jinbe tells Who's Who that if he plans on making broad statements about history, he better be prepared for what he is stepping into. Jinbe then strikes Who's Who with Gyojin Karate Oji Wanigawara Saiken, knocking him down and causing the area to crumble around. And this brings the anime to an end. Comment for part 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video. Until next time, take care.